today. We have Commissioner Darren Simons, we have Deputy Commissioner Naima Aswood, we have CSO Charlene Thompson, DC Nick Ackle, and also PC Jennifer Suter. We also have our Program Director of DV, Ms. Karen Simmons. We have our Development Director, Ms. Fiona Holmes. We also have our Emerging Leader, Ms. Fiona Simmons. And we also have our esteemed parents, I'll give a little wave, of our lovely group here. So I always want to, again, reintroduce our group, Not Fast but Furious, who are an amazing group of young, brave individuals who on a Saturday not long ago, back in April, they actually gave me a phone call first thing in the morning. They said, hey, Mr. Suter, just want to let you know, we're running about 20 minutes behind on our route card. Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? Please let our assessor know. Because we had called 911 because there was someone who was unresponsive and unconscious. I said, oh my goodness, hold the phone. Totally missed it. But these girls have been incredibly brave for their contribution. I mean, for 14-year-olds, especially at 8:30 in the morning, walking along by City Hall, it could have been very easily done. They could have just kept on walking. But they were courageous, came up to the gentleman's friend and ended up talking to him. They realized that this person was actually unresponsive, they were unconscious, and with their swift actions, they decided to call 911. So with these actions, sadly, if they hadn't done so, the gentleman may not have been here today. But with these actions, they should be incredibly proud of themselves for what they've actually done. They should be very, very proud of them. And we've actually got Commissioner Simons is here to be able to present them with an award. And I'm pleased to welcome, and if you could all do the same, and welcome Commissioner Simons.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That was a happy morning, happy good morning for 8:30 in the morning. Excellent. Wow, I can't remember the last time I've stood in front of so many women. And it was really interesting to hear today you talk a lot about, in all the presentations that happened this morning, about leadership, right? I think that leadership is absolutely important. Not everybody needs to be number one when they're in a leadership position. All of us have the ability to lead just by the influence we can exert on others to move a group of us, including ourselves, toward positive choices and positive activities where we make a difference in the lives of ourselves and then in the lives of the community. Certainly, it would be I would be remiss to say, thank you very much for what you did today. It's reflective of our mission of making Bermuda safer. And in the police service, that's why we exist. When you look at the mission statement of an organization, it describes why you exist. And you certainly did your part in helping make Bermuda safer. But I think, as has already a little bit been highlighted, some of the things that are particularly important to me in that moment is that you could have walked by, carried on. You knew perhaps that making the choices that you did were going to make you a bit late, but you chose to engage. You chose to notice something and wonder what it is could I do that might make a difference. You cared, and you cared enough to stop. By the city of Hamilton, which is kind of a busy area, and that takes courage, which I think was that one of the C's? I think it was one of the C's. That takes courage. Right? And I want to thank you for that and how you're able to be an example to others around courage. But also in the courage, it took an element of caring. Because you had to sort of, I feel like I'm stuck. you sort of had to care for the life of another one. Or just if you didn't think that deeply, you just had to care. You had to have a sense of caring. And that's really important. That's not just important in terms of the life of the individual, but in everyone you meet, in every context, and in every circumstance of life. The ability to care and be empathetic towards others is really critical. And it's some of the if you like, the grease or the oil that helps life become a little bit more smooth. So I really want to thank you for that. And I just want to invite the Deputy Commissioner up just to say a couple of words. Don't go anywhere just yet.
morning, everyone. Good morning. I know, very iconic. I'm back here after my daughter was here 3 years ago. So just give you a brief history about the BPS. So what we try to do is reward our staff soon after something happens, because we've learned no matter how old you are, everyone loves to be valued, everyone loves to be recognized, everyone loves to be appreciated. So when this came up to us, I just want to highlight Akko and Suda, who were standing there. They brought it up to our attention to say, listen, we had some good work that happened, but it was outside of our organization. How can we support them and show them the same gratitude that we show internally? So we said, okay, let's get up earlier than we normally have to and come on to VHS. So to you ladies, thank you so much. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for showing the leadership. Because as you know, the group theory, if you haven't learned it, you'll learn it, is that when there's a group of people, normally people will do nothing. And you just found that. Probably because you're older than me. But you just found that, right? You got in, you got involved, and you helped someone's life. And that's not a small matter, it's huge. You may forget it as you grow older, but I can guarantee you that person and their family will never forget what you did for them. So I say thank you. Thank you for being true leaders. Thank you for getting involved. And not only that, thank you for getting involved with someone who may not have been on the same echelons as you that day, but you cared enough to stop and to care. So thank you.